This is our Kites on a Roll Sled Kite Kit. What you do is you get 20 patterns on a plastic roll, just like this, and inside the cardboard tube are enough sets of pre-cut sticks and kite string wrapped around a plastic handle. Those are in the inside. The sled patterns are rolled on the outside of the cardboard tube. This particular kite is colored with a writable coating, so that if you preferred to use crayons instead of permanent markers, you could do that. You cannot use anything water soluble on plastic because it will smear. After you cut however many patterns you need, you can put the roll aside, and each pattern now becomes the sail and the tail. There are instructions on top of the pattern, and we also give you another set of much more detailed instructions that come with each kit, as well as a sample for you to make ahead of time. We give you also a sheet that talks about other tips for making our Kites on a Roll kits. Some of them are going to be helpful for you. Some of them don't relate to this particular pattern at all. There's also a word search, which has to do with words that relate to kite flying, such as drag, drogue, line, aerodynamics, and then kite safety and some ideas about the kind of wind range to fly your kites. We will cut out the pattern, and using just the pattern itself, and there are two parts to this kite, this is the sled kit pattern. One is the sail, which is what I'm cutting out right now, and the other is the tail. If you have people who do not handle scissors well, you don't have to cut out the tail. You can use cut up fabric, you can use ribbon, you can use tail material that we have in different patterns, cutting out on the blue lines, and you'll find on plastic sometimes that the scissors just glide, which make the cutting much easier. Keep this because this does have some kite directions on it for you if you have any other questions about how to cut it out. And here is the tail, and where it is tricky is on the curved lines, and that's what I mean when I talk about having people who might not be able to cut out as easily as you would want them to cut out the tail. Okay, so this makes one long tail, or as I say, you could have two. So we're going to cut it into two pieces since we have the marks on the pattern for two pieces. But again, if you're going to make this into one long tail, you're also going to put it at the center of the bottom. Okay, I'm taping up my mistake. So here are my two tails. Now I've got my two sticks, and we make it easy for you. The sticks that come in the kit are pre-cut, so you will just lay them on the lines, on the sides, and take your tape. You're going to make the tape piece a little longer than the front because you want to fold it up into a little envelope, little packet in the back. Tape them where the marks are for the vertical sticks. Tape the top, bottom, and you want to tape down the sticks well, and I would suggest pressing down on the tape, so you don't want the sticks, when the wind is blowing against the kite, you don't want the sticks to come out. You will cut, this is the kite line that you get with the kite. Each one will take off about 6 feet of string from this, which becomes the kite bridle. We give you the markings where to put the tape. Notice that the ends of the tape will face into the center of the kite. Extend the tape beyond the triangular corners, and then you can fold the tape over that to, again, create a little pocket. Bring the string in front and then tape the other end. And put the tape a little over the edges so that it seals it really well. Press down on the tape. And one more step before you're finished with this is to bring the corners together even. So this string is out, equal distance each side. Make a loop over your fingers, and this is where you will attach your kite string. Now at the bottom with the tails, we give you the markings where you put the tails. Again, you tape this. And you could also, if you wish, trim off the pieces of tape that have gone beyond the kite. You don't need to see the word tail, we know it's tail. And your kite is ready to fly. The only thing left to do at this point is for you to decorate it. This is the front of the kite. This is what will be facing you in the sky. You want your designs to be large. Along the side of each of the sticks or spars, we put some safety tips for you, and I would suggest you review them ahead of time before going out to fly. Put your kite string through the loop, and you're ready to go.